Hello guys, this is Ace from Ace Gaming here. Today we're going to be starting our first video, and we're going to be starting a Hearts of Iron 4 series using the Kaiserreich mod. Obviously Kaiserreich's one of the best mods on Steam, and you should probably get it. It's on the workshop and on the Paradox interactive forum, so you can go find that there. So what we're going to be doing, we have a wheel of every nation in Kaiserreich that has a finished focus tree, and we're going to be spinning it, and whatever one we get, we're going to be starting a series on. So let's spin this. I'm going to spin it up a bit and move my mouse so I don't interfere with it, and we get... son of a bitch. So we get Bolivia. Okay, that isn't horrible, but we'll try that. So we're going to be playing as Bolivia here. So obviously, let me just get my mods ready. I've been playing a lot of Kaiserreich lately, preparing for this, so... the plans for this whole channel, mostly gonna start off playing some Hearts of Iron, and then probably get more into other games. Games like, you know, Civilization, 5 and 6, Europa, maybe Crusader Kings, Victoria 2... and maybe even other Steam games, or whatever I just feel like playing, and that's really the main goal. But the main goal for today is to play Kaiserreich and get some good gameplay, and kind of introduce you to the world of Kaiserreich. So while my thing's not responding, Kaiserreich is a alternate history scenario made for Hearts of Iron 4, which is basically, what if Germany won World War I? Basically, in this world, Germany didn't try and break out of the blockade with the submarines, which got America into the war. And while America still did join the war, they joined much later. So the point of divergence is not sending the submarines. So now, basically, France lost, and they had to sign a treaty with Germany, and England and Germany fought until like 1921, and they basically came to a peace with honor. So basically, Britain recognizes the gains of the Germany, and Germany, you know, recognizes what the British have, and they just come to a agreement to stop the war. So that's their story. I'm Bolivia, which it's not the greatest, but it's something. So let me find Bolivia. God, I have not played Bolivia in like... actually, I have never played Bolivia. So here's Bolivia, right near Brazil, La Plata, and Chile. The nation we're playing. I've never really tried to play Bolivia before. I've never had the desire to play Bolivia. Just because they don't have like a focus tree in the main game, and they're not in an interesting position. Like, if I'm normally in South America, I'd probably play Brazil, just because they're in a much better position than everyone else. Because Brazil is like kind of the starter nation in Hearts of Iron. But, oh god, we have like no troops, so... we got some good national unity. Let's get a national focus going. Oh. No! Yeah. So it's strategic long-term plan. So we'll just get some political power here. So, there's basically there's another ideology in this world that's kind of like communism, syndicalism. The Sindies, I call them the Sindies. Basically, kind of like a less dictatorship form of communism, less centralized and more with trade unions and everything. That becomes bigger than communism in this world because the Soviets lose to the Russian, the whites pretty much, and Russia becomes a republic. But they're kind of bad. So the plan here, I'm going to start by taking some industry, because industry is a big focus, and oh god, we have no factories, no nothing. I'm going to start trying to build a civilian factory, and we've got one. Oh god, I've got 15 manpower, which is great. God, this country is not good. Okay, this is a challenge, but you know, knowing Hearts of Iron shouldn't be that hard. So let me just set up an army. Bolivian army. So we don't have a navy, we don't even have an air force, like, this is rough. I don't know who to set my front up against. I might just set it up against Chile for now, just because I don't know what path we're taking. As of now, I think we're going to be Cindy's. I think. Let me see. Nationalization. It will probably get an event, to be honest, and that will make us go down that path. From what I can see. So, what are we surrounded by here? Okay. I would normally read this all, but I'm gonna kind of summarize here. There's a political power system. Positive is good, negative is bad, as you can see by here. That's the stability system. The lower, there's different levels of stability. So, let me just look into it here. It's like if it goes under negative 50, you go down to low stability, which is like bad. And then you go under 250, you go very bad, and under 500, it's disastrous. So basically, they give you a bunch of debuffs, which you don't want. But you go up if you go above the certain limit, as you can see on the screen. And you can get up to good and very good by getting 150 PP and going to the law screen and just selecting it. Oh, and we lose the free PP we get. Obviously, thank you to the Kaiserreich team. They've gone amazing. I feel like this has the potential to be better than the other one. There's just so much more you can do, and everyone I feel like can be good. So, basically, news events will pop up, and I will choose I want to know everything, so you guys can read all the events that come up, and I'll probably explain them. I'm not going to read the full thing, because I can't read in the first place, but yeah. So my plan, start getting some industry here. We've got some decent supplies, like we've got some tungsten and some steel. We could always be trading our tungsten, which we probably need to do. And literally, we are pretty much just boarded up. We have no navy, so we got low popularity, which is bad. So we get less political power gain, which is like 30. I might read that. Okay. Since their formation, Bolivia has not fared well in the terms of her foreign policy, suffering hurtful losses. A border conflict with Chile left to the Saltpeter War, 1879-1883, which Bolivia lost despite an alliance with Peru, which ended with the nation having to cede the coastal province of Antofagasta, losing its access to the sea. In 1903, Brazil and Bolivia signed the Treaty of... is that a question mark? I'm going to say Petropolis, seeing the important rubber-producing province occur to Brazil. In 1932, tensions with Paraguay, is that how you say it? Over the Gran Chuco region touched off what would be later be known as the Great Southern American War. Initially, Bolivia was successful against the Paraguayans, had quickly overran the country. Unfortunately, the Bolivian occupation of Paraguay prompted Argentinian intervention in 1933. In a quick campaign, Argentinian troops quickly liberated Portugal and settled in for the winter. In 1934, Argentina renewed their offense and scored several great victories against the Bolivian forces, and Bolivia seemed totally defeated. However, in another twist, their hope was rekindled, as Brazil chose this time to intervene on their side. Could have done it sooner, but... Unfortunately, however, the Brazils focused the thrust of their offense towards the La Plata River, leaving the Bolivians to look to their own defenses, and this error of judgment led to a humiliating final defeat of Bolivia at the hands of the Argentinians in late 1934. In the resulting peace, Bolivia was forced to accept the independence of Paraguay and relinquish their claims to the Gran Chuco region. After another short campaign by the Argentinian forces, Brazil was defeated. In 1935, in the resulting peace, Uruguay and Paraguay were federated with Argentina to create the Union of La Plata. In 1936, Bolivia stands at a crossroad. On one hand, she is burning with a passion for revenge against La Plata, but on the other hand, she is worried of becoming too closely aligned with Brazil. However, with the government in La Plata beginning to assert claims over parts of Bolivia, relations becoming even further strained, and close ties with Brazil may be unavoidable. Whatever situation, Bolivia will have to play her cards wisely. For the moment, a final decision will come soon. Those Argentinians will get what will come into them. We need to get them. They took our land, they took our jobs, now we want it back. But yeah, these guys are the major power, and we are basically the weak ones. So natives don't join the army because they don't feel represented, and we've got 0 troops, so you can tell we've got a great army. I'll take a drink. So it seems our threat is actually La Plata, so I might move them. Screw you, La Plata. You took our land, you took our jobs, you took everything. I just want to get our provinces back, man. Oh, and assassination of President Krinsky. So, he gets killed by some guy, and it throws Russia into chaos. The Senate tries to get, they form coalitions to take over the country, both between the left and the right, while military men like Deacon, Ragul, and Kolonov are one step away from intervening to dissolve democracy and save Mother Russia. How barbaric. Russia's kind of like, I would say they're kind of in the position of like post-war Germany in the world, and they're like the Weimar Republic. Oh, so they picked Dmitry Romanov, who's quite good. He's alright. So they're still a democracy for now. I don't know how this is going to go. But yeah, Russia has so many paths you can go down. You can be national populist, which is kind of fascist. You can be a military junta. Let me finish what I was saying. Democracy. You can go back to being a Cindy, bring back the Soviet Union. Or, you can bring back the Tsar. So, Edward VIII is crowned as King of Britain. George V is dead. And no one likes his reign because Britain lost the war and its homeland. And Edward's now is the king. And he wants revenge. In this world, Britain faced a revolution. Pretty much all their colonies fell apart. Germany pretty much took everything for itself and other countries. And the homeland of Britain is now Indies, and that's not very good. And the monarchs hold the way in Canada. So the Entente is still a thing. There's them, Canada. There's the French Republic, which is in Algeria after losing the Civil War to the Commune of France. There's the Caribbean Foundation. Sorry, I'm not great at speaking at times. And then you've also got Dominion of India, so a part of India that stayed under British rule. And then you've got the Australianic Confederation, which is what it should be in real life, because New Zealand is a state of Australia. So yeah, they joined together. And yeah, that's what it leaves us with. So all these guys are plotting revenge against Germany and the West Indies for taking their land, so that will happen later on. Really depends. But right now, we're just waiting. This will give us some political power, which can always be useful. I think we might go Cindy's. There probably will be an event for it. I just want to get more resources into our country. Like, some steel would be nice. Steel is always nice. So you have to get, like, a minister that's, like, totalist. I don't like playing as Cindy's, but, like, they're kind of strong, so I might have to play as them. So I'm hoping we and Brazil can form an alliance and take down La Plata. Because screw those guys. Dickheads. And we'll take them down to revenge. So we've got 5 troops. They've got 7 to 11. These guys got 5 to 8. So they're gonna... Oh! Black Monday. The Berlin Stock Exchange stopped sinking. It plunged. Everyone pulled out. And situation is worse. Basically, Great Depression Germany edition. My god. Basically, in this world, they're the superpower, but right now, this is like their Great Depression. So they become much weaker. They get tons of debuffs. Which is good for us. They normally fix it maybe a bit during the war or before the war. I don't really care what happens, because it's Europe, and I'm not in Europe. So, we'll see how that goes. Who knows? Right now, we're just watching the world around us. Afghanistan took lands when the chaos of the revolution... Oh. Let me just read that. Afghanistan loses 100% of the time in this war. I've never seen them win or even get close. Basically, they become a puppet. There's no doubt about it. Basically, they get invaded, taken over. They took, like, land in the war, but it didn't help at all. Because they try to overextend their territory, but hey, whatever works for them. Peru's not that big of a threat to us. I don't know what's going to happen with them. Ecuador, Julian Assange isn't there, so no one cares about them. Colombia is very close with Mittel Europa, which is basically Germany's massive sphere of influence with, like, as you can see in Europe, let me just go over there, you've got, like, Poland, you've got Ukraine, you've got Galicia. Basically what they split up all the nations in the treaty with Russia, reorganized it, and put German monarchs as the head of the country. But they don't stay for too long, depending. Poland's the only one that's not in there, but who knows what path they could go down. So what I like to do, see what they're doing. They've got the uneasy peace, so they're probably trying to build up their army. They're trying to build up their navy. I really hope they don't try and take any of my land. I really hope. It's really not the thing I want. Because if that happened, I don't think we'd be prepared for war, to be honest. It really depends. I probably would have to start surrounding them, but, like, we've got 2 actual infantry, a garrison, and militia. That's bad. And they aren't even fully reinforced. They've got none of that. Oh, and our national focus is done. So, Fascist Romania, the Iron Guard, basically send their military into their demilitarized area. See nothing wrong with that. Altier. And everyone's like, oh, okay. So, I can't even take any of these events right now. So, right now we're just going to go down here and just do all this. So, infrastructure, that's definitely needed because as you can see, infrastructure, I think here we've got not much, like 1, 3, 4, 2. That's not very good. Like, so I can try to improve that. I'd love to try and build the civilian factory, but we'll be done in 1941, which will be like a gajillion years. So, you know, well, actually it'll be like 5 years, but you see my point. It would take way too long. So hoping we just get events or focus trees that just help with that, which we can get through here. That's where we focus. We also get more in like industry in this tree and that tree. Actually, no, not in this tree. That's more like army. Oh, the possibilities of privatization. The economy is a wet wreck and has been since 1905. There's nothing we can do to change this. It's a fact of Bolivian life. Yeah. Although we may be able to gain profit for ourselves if we privatize many industries like water, energy, transportation, electricity, this may make life harder for people, but will profit. If it doesn't turn a quick buck, put it up for sale. Screw you all. Yeah, now we're in deep chaos. So we're probably going to go down to very low stability, which is very fun. All the Cindy's meet up in Paris and they discuss their evil plans to take over the world. I mean, revolution, whatever they call it. But I'm probably joining with them, so good on you guys. Good on you. Also, everything's a white piece. They just use an event to solve it. So I think they just took some of their land back from them. Yeah, I can see they just took it back. Good on them. Yeah, Dominion of India always win. I don't know what they're gonna do. Probably one I shouldn't be focusing on, but it's just kind of nice to look around the world and see what's happening. Okay. No one's really building towards war yet, so yeah, there's the downfall and stability. So we have to use a lot of factories and stuff. At least our research is done. Let's keep trying to build up more, less, or quicker research time. I won't be able to change my economy for a while, because, or our laws, because we have no political power. Yeah. I might speed it up a bit so we can do more. Because let's be honest, there's nothing to do in little old Bolivia. Until we pretty much get to the war, I think that's going to be our major thing. Unemployment and the class divide in Bolivia. Since privatization of every industry in Bolivia, the middle class has been destroyed and everyone's now either poor as a native or a member of the mega rich. There are little to no jobs left in Bolivia, and the jobs that still exist don't provide acceptable wages or benefits. Nothing we can do. Gains national spirit, privatization disaster. Factory input negative 8%. I know what I'm doing here, guys. I'm probably going to turn into a Cindy, which is what we want, so we can go down the tree. This is what it's all about. So honestly, could not care what path we go down. If we have to go take a bit of hit on the PP, I'll take it. So we're probably going to go into disaster soon, which you really don't want, but well, Nicholas Wygarus, he ain't that bad. I think he's a radical socialist. At least he isn't Oswald Mosley. And the Mongolian War. If you don't know, Mongolia is the best nation in this game. Basically, some Russian general just took over Mongolia and wants to be the next Genghis Khan, and he wants to take over everything. It's amazing. Like, that would be a fun nation to play. Oh, the natives and the lower class. There's growing discontent among the poor who cannot find shelter or feed their families. Many have formed shanty towns on the hillsides. The indigenous people, having to fend completely for themselves, have also begun to complain. Bah! Let them eat empanas! Wow, we're such a great government. Good old South America. We're never corrupt. Cha-ching. Seriously, man. South America's like... Oh... A call to arms. The people have taken arms against the president of Bolivia and demanding his resignation and the ushering in of a new president. The people sound the Patuti horn and rise up. Negative 200 political power and civil war breaks out. The revolutionary mob has stormed the capital city and have been battling with the presidential guard. The future of our country is at stake. The presidential guard is defeated and the regime is topped. That's what we want. Then we get the Cindies. What do we want? Cindies or radical socialist? We're gonna go with the syndicalist party of Bolivia. I just feel like that's... Actually, I might go the radical socialist, because I think Brazil goes radical socialist. This is what I'm hoping, so we'll go with Victor. Oh, I actually kind of like that flag. The People's Republic of Bolivia. We have a lot of popularity too. So now we can go down this street. So we can get rid of the privatization disaster and just start rebuilding our economy. This is good. You never always go with the Cindies for Bolivia. Don't even try to fight it. So we're going to wait for this, folks, to end, and I'm going to end this episode. Don't worry, there will be more content out, and we will continue the series. Let's hope we go well. We must continue the revolution, I say. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next episode.